Hey guys, good morning. It's just me checking in and seeing how you're doing. It's actually pretty early morning, and I'm sitting back here in the backyard oasis, greeting the day and having my first cup of coffee. And my eyes are probably still baggy with this heat that we've had, but we had a really nice cool spell last night that a crazy microburst that brought in some rain and some coolness. So it cooled things down a bit, which is really nice. And I'm out here on the backyard oasis, just catching the beginning of the day before we get started with our Sunday and head off to Mass and get started with the rest of our day. Um, I'm, I wanted to reach out for a couple of things. One, to check in with everybody, see how you're doing. And instead of doing a post, I thought maybe I'll just do kind of a live feed to touch base. It's Sunday, which is really the first week of our this most recent round of the 21-day fix. And for those still doing the 22-minute hardcore and Slim and Six, that's ongoing in the other group, because we have two groups going. So I'm giving a shout out to all of you, and also to the coaches on the team as well, those who are discount coaches and those who are actively working your business, because that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. Well, first let's get back to the 21-day fix, and that is, today is what I call Sunday Fun Day, Prep Day. So hopefully you're all set and ready to go with all the stuff that you need for the week. And today's a good day if you can take some time just to get your stuff together. Those overnight oats, they're so easy. Yogurt and, your healthy snacks, and, get some lunches together. Maybe cook up some chicken if you want to do it on the grill, or even the rotisserie chicken if you're really busy and you don't have time to do it. That's a go-to for me a lot when, we're really busy and our schedules just don't allow us to do a lot of prepping on the weekend. We'll pick up a couple of rotisserie chickens, and I'll pull them all apart and get them all set up in the fridge, so that way it's an easy, quick and go. And that'll be part of what I'm doing today. We actually have some people coming over this afternoon, so I'm going to be doing is just a quick, light and easy barbecue. It's just a few college friends, and so it'll be really nice to reconnect with them and spend some time together, just for a few hours, and then we'll get our stuff together and ready. And the other the piece to this is that we're leaving for Nashville at the end of the week to go to a coach summit for Beachbody. So for anybody who is wonders, like, what do you really do as a coach? What's it really all about? What I really want to do is just kind of share very briefly a little bit about my journey and why I'm actually going to Nashville. Last year, I started my journey in, May, technically in May, and I started holding myself accountable. As you know, most of you have followed me. You've seen what's happened over the past year, and so I think it was in July, actually, because it was around the same time last year. John and I were hanging out in the backyard oasis, and I had just started, the 21-day fix, and I was having some really good success with it. I was doing it on my own. I had no intention of coaching or, doing anything, but I'm a person who loves people and loves to help people, and a lot of people were reaching out, and so because they wanted some change in their life, they saw what was going on in my life, and so long story short, I started sharing about the Shakeology because I was posting every day. It was kind of like my introduction to social media really was when I was holding myself accountable, doing the 21-day fix and my Shakeology when I first initially started my weight loss journey and my journey with joy, really to good health and to changing my lifestyle. Now, this particular weekend in July, my coach, who's Elizabeth Hartke, I knew she was going to be in Nashville at this big coach thing, and I really had no interest in the business part of it or anything like that. But I love Elizabeth. I've known her since she was a kid. I'm she a dear friend of her family. I love her family, and I love her, and so I wanted to see this. It was momentous for her to be going to Nashville. She was going to be speaking and walking across the stage, and I really wanted to see it. So they live stream this event that's going on at the end of the week. It starts on Thursday and goes through Sunday. from I believe it's the 28th through the 31st, and they'll be live streaming it again this year, and they live streamed it last year. So I went in, took a little break from the heat outside, started watching it, and while I was waiting to see Elizabeth, I was listening to Carl Deichler, and I'm probably not saying his name correctly, but he's the CEO of Beachbody, and he and some other people were talking about Beachbody, and they were talking about the business and Shakeology, and the goal of ending the trend of obesity, and they were really getting into the nuts and bolts of what Shakeology is, and I knew for me in my own experience it had already made a tremendous difference. It was the game changer for me because it took away my cravings. I mean, it did so many things, and I'm not going to go into all that. You know all that. And most of you are drinking Shakeology, so you know from your own personal experience what an incredible gift it is to a healthy lifestyle, getting all your vitamins, everything. So, but I learned more about the business part of it. I watched people up on stage shredding mortgages and shredding their car bill, or or just having just got out of debt, some credit card debt. People were having changes in their life, like really incredible life changes, and they were sharing that. And these are real people just like you and me who are out here in the world who decided to try something, and from that it was a springboard to something more amazing in their life. So by the end of that weekend, on Sunday, when I did see Elizabeth and I was so excited to see her walk across the stage, I had said to John, I said, I want to be there next year. I want to go. Well, he's so good. And he's like, well, okay. And I said, but you need to be a coach too, because you need to go. And so we signed him up that day, or that weekend. That day actually, because we needed to get the tickets. And we actually, on Sunday of the summit, the last day of the summit, while everybody was traveling back home, that Sunday, we purchased our tickets to this year's summit. We booked our hotel, which was at the point, we actually are staying in a hotel that is far away from the center of it all, because everything else was completely booked. And then we made our reservations for our flight. So we actually did it while people were still coming home from Summit, and by the time people got home, it was actually sold out. Now Beachbody takes up a block of them because they give them to new coaches who are coming on over the course of the year. There's ways to win, tickets to Summit and various things, but the bottom line is, if you want to get in, you got to get in. And we did, and so we're going. So this Thursday we're leaving, and this weekend, or next weekend, we will be a part of something so incredible. We'll be in the streets of Nashville working out with 40,000 other coaches. We'll be watching Elizabeth, listening to her in her workshop as she shares with us about social media, and so many other speakers. We will actually be working out with Tony Horton, 22 Minute Hardcore. They're live with him in the Grand Ballroom, and we'll be a part of this excitement and these festivities. And this, I started, like I said, I was just a discount coach. I became active, I became an emerald, and I know if you're in the business, you kind of know what those terms mean. If you don't, they're just ranks. They're just, achievements that you receive the more people that you help. Because ultimately, that's what this is all about. It's about helping other people. You find something that works, and it changes your life, and you can't help but want to share it with everybody else. And that's really what this is for me. So I'm going to be going to Summit this year with my beloved. We're going to be there for an incredible weekend as a diamond, which for me is, it's only because of this amazing team that I have. We don't do this alone. One of the things that really struck for me and resonated very strongly, besides ending the trend of obesity and this wonderful mission that Beachbody has, is that the community. It's much like the community that many of us who are from the St. Basil's community that we know, in terms of people helping other people, people sharing their stories, sharing their lives, and just being there, supporting one another. It's a very life-giving community, and that appeals to me. And of course, when you're doing your own business and you're building your own business, you can make it whatever you want. And for me, it is completely God-centered. Jesus is right at the heart of it. Prayer is right at the heart of it, because I feel like this is a mission, and I'm on a mission going wherever it is that He leads me. How slow or how fast it goes, Some of that is up to me because I'm the one who's going to do the work. When I do the work, when I put in those vital behaviors, and the key is my mindset and working on my personal development, which He, my Lord, is a very big part of, then I know that I'm in groove with what I should be doing. And it's keeping track with doing my workouts and eating, keeping on my nutrition. And I have a long way to go, but I'm on the journey, and I'm so grateful that you guys are on the journey with me, and I hope that you made it through this 11 minutes of this video. I'm going to end in a second, but what I just want to let you know is that, if you're interested in learning any more about, Beachbody or coaching or just getting in on the excitement of Summit, because you're going to hear a lot about it in the team pages and in probably your challenge group, in our challenge group and in the other challenge groups and from people, and you're going to see lots of posts about it on Facebook, then you can stream it live anytime, and I'll post more information about it, and I will certainly be streaming and taking pictures from Nashville, and actually the next thing is the Country Heat, so that is coming. I'm gonna come back from that. I'm getting a group together. Some of our coaches are in it with me, and we're going to be starting a Country Heat challenge group, which is going to be awesome. I can't wait. If you see some of my posts, you know that I already love it, and so I'm really looking forward to doing that, and I'm looking forward to crushing the next 2 weeks in this 21 days, including going to Nashville and packing my healthy snacks. Already bought some yesterday, all set, get ready to go, so that way when we're on the go, we're on the run, we're eating healthy and sticking with our nutrition, and I'm certainly going to be getting my workouts. All right, guys, have an awesome, awesome Sunday. May the Lord bless you in all that you do. He knows what we need more than we do, and so if you are a person of faith, then I know that you know that, and if you're not, then that's okay. Then I'm saying a prayer for you. So have a great day. Love ya. Bye.